Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Cold Monday Live. I'm Daphne Monroe.
And I'm Connie Cola, and we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. You've been out here jumping around. Are you chilly?
Oh, I'm freezing.
Yeah. Well, I just came back from Montana and about 2 feet of snow, and it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah,
So
you should be in shorts and flip-flops with this
I
weather.
probably should. Anyway, it is that time of the year, you know, when you get up in the attic or down in the basement or just in the garage and start unpacking all the holiday items. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about Christmas trees and which one you do and what you need to know when you pick one out.
Right.
Are you a fake Christmas tree person or a real Christmas tree person?
I'm a real Christmas tree person, but my Christmas tree is out in front of my house, and it's been there for about 8 years.
So you just decorate it?
That's right.
The one that's living in the front yard.
That's exactly
very cool.
right.
We're going to talk about living Christmas trees and what you also need to know if you cut one down, which one's going to last the longest and stuff.
Well, you know, a lot of people, we were asking them what they were going to do with their Christmas trees on our Facebook page, where you can always find us at Smart Family 15. And we got quite a few comments on it. Like Nicole says, I grew up with real trees back east, and nothing will ever come close to the look, smell, and the tradition that are special to us. And Terry says she uses fake because they are safer, and she has a small child, and if by chance one should fall over, it isn't heavy like the real ones. They just don't burn like the real ones do also. So good comment there. Susan says the smell of the real, but not the hassle. Yeah, I like that. The real smell, but not the hassle. And that's why they have an artificial tree. And it's easy to put away at the end of the holiday season. So join in on the conversation. You can always find us at facebook.com/smartfamily15. You know, we're reading your comments right now. So log in and let's chat.
Well, it is time to pick up the tree and figure out which one you want, and we love having those Facebook comments. And with us is Teresa Fulmer. You probably recognize the orange vest. Of course, she is from Home Depot in East Mesa. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
You're
for
a
having
trooper
me.
for being out here.
Yes, a little chilly.
It is. I love it, though. It makes it feel like it's really the holidays.
It does.
So we have a lot of different choices when we're talking about trees, and one of them that's become really popular is the fake tree.
That's right. Your artificial trees are still very, very popular. Actually, they've come a long way.
Yeah.
They're starting to add a lot of ornamentation to them now, making them look more realistic. You've got some brown in there to give it that real Christmas tree look.
Yeah, the pine cones and the holly and the lights all came with that tree.
Yes, it did.
So it makes it half decorated already. That's great for maybe a senior citizen or somebody who doesn't want to have the high maintenance but wants to celebrate.
That's right. And this is a very slender artificial
me.
tree, and it's in a beautiful pot. So, I mean, they've made it so simple for you now that it's, you know, you almost have to come down and look around.
You hang your ornaments and you're finished.
That's
How
right.
much is the price range now for those artificial trees?
Well, the artificial trees you can get for as little as $19 and up to about $200, depending on the size and the height that you want, whether you want the lights on them or you don't want the lights on them.
And do those last for a while, the lights? I'm always afraid if I should get one with lights on it.
They do. I have an artificial tree, and my lights have lasted me the last 7 years.
Wow,
so I think if you put it away properly and are careful with them, they'll be fine.
It's okay. Now, you've also brought some really pretty living trees and different types here, because we've got some rosemary as well.
Right. Rosemary's fun because you get this nice smell, and they can be tailored to different shapes. We have some that look like wreaths.
And a Norfolk pine that we see here, which is beautiful.
Right. That's a tropical pine, so it's a little bit frost tender on that one. The other two, the Aleppi and the Italian there, those two are great for in Arizona.
Okay. And how the little Italian down here on the bench, how big will he get?
That one goes as tall as 15 feet, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
And the Aleppi can go as tall as 20 feet.
Yeah, it looks like it's already starting to get pretty big there in its pot, so that's wonderful.
Okay. Right.
Now, if we're going to go to a real tree, I know you have one here. Show us a little bit about the bottom of this, because it's really all about making sure he gets some good water, isn't it?
Right. Now, when you go down to choose your tree, what we're going to do for you on our lot is we're going to cut the bottom and get it ready for the water. When you cut it, I have a little piece here I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Before it's cut, the sap, it'll look like that.
Oh, yeah, so it's kind of dried out already.
Right, and once it's cut, it opens it up for that water to go in there.
Critical.
Yeah, very critical, so that's important that get done.
Now, let's talk about the living trees, because there are several different types that you can choose from, and I'm always going, okay, which one is the one that doesn't have the pokey leaves? And I can never remember.
Right.
So this one is the Douglas fir.
This is the Douglas. Now the Douglas is nice. It's a little bit more reasonably priced.
Love the way it smells too.
And it's one that you'll find you can get more in a perfect shape.
Yeah, it's a pretty tree.
Right.
But
right.
the leaves or the stems are not quite as hard on this one. It's a little more fragile, a little more soft.
Right. So your ornaments can't be too heavy on this tree.
Okay, great smell on that one though.
This one smells wonderful.
And then over here, this is a completely different look now, and it feels like a hardier tree, if that makes sense.
This is a hardier tree. The stems are much thicker. They're going to be able to take the weight of heavier ornaments.
And this one is a noble fir.
Yeah. The noble firs, we range anywhere from $20 up to $100, depending on the height you want to go. And they go as high as 10 feet. Yeah, they're wonderful smelling trees.
And comparatively now, how much would these both be about the same, or are you going to find a different price as well in one or the other?
Well, they'll both start about $20, depending on the height you go with.
Yeah.
But this one here go a little bit more expensive on the taller trees.
Okay.
It's a beautiful tree. It's a little richer green color, and it's actually going to probably last a little bit longer. It'll stay fresher longer.
So could you put it up now then, and it would last through the holidays?
Oh, sure.
On this one?
Right.
Yeah, that one maybe wait a week or so, or you...
Oh, you could do this one now too, but again, keep that watering going, and also there is a product that you can add to your water. It's a preservative, and that'll help keep your tree fresher longer.
Oh, that's fantastic, Purcell's Christmas Tree Preservative. Okay. Now, I think an interesting fact here, the National Christmas Tree Association says for every real Christmas tree harvested, up to 3 seedlings are planted in its place the following spring. So it actually is very environmental to get a cut tree.
It is. It's a renewable resource.
It
so
takes the
everybody
guilt out of it.
really likes that now. So if you can do that, that's wonderful.
Okay. Well, we've got a lot of options here. Teresa, thank you so much. We could plant a tree, we can cut a tree and just put it in the house, or we can do an artificial tree, and there's lots to choose from. Thanks for being here from Home Depot.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, Daphne, over to you.